You say you want to make $10,000 per month. Alright, let's talk. But I want you to be really honest with yourself. Do you actually want it? Or does it just sound cool to say it out loud? Because here's what I've seen. Most people love to talk about success and making money, but they're not willing to go through what success really takes. They say, I want to be rich, but they quit as soon as things get hard. The second it gets uncomfortable, they back out. They start something, it doesn't work right away, and then they say, maybe this isn't for me. That's not how it works. Making $10,000 every single month isn't some magic trick. It's hard, it's uncomfortable, and it requires way more than just saying, I want it. You have to be willing to suffer for it. That means giving up your time, your comfort, your sleep, your ego, and sometimes even your friends. It means often doing things you don't feel like doing at first. It means doing boring things, doing hard things. And it also means doing those things over and over and over again, even and especially when no one is cheering you on. So let me give it to you straight. If you're not obsessed, don't even bother trying. You need to want it so badly that you're willing to wake up early, go to bed late, and push through frustration, doubt, and failure constantly without running away. Because this journey is a real roller coaster. One day, you'll feel like you're on top of the world and like you're going to be rich extremely quickly. You'll say, yes, it's finally working. You're super excited, confident, full of energy. And then the next day, everything crashes back down. Maybe your post gets no likes. Maybe a client cancels on you. You get no replies to your messages. Your ads stop working. Someone cancels. A payment doesn't go through. You'll feel like a massive failure and like you're about to go homeless. You'll ask yourself, am I cut out for this? Am I even doing the right thing? And then, just when you're about to give up, something good happens again. A win shows up out of nowhere and you feel good again. That cycle will repeat over and over. The highs and the lows, the wins and the losses, confidence and doubt. So really, 80% of business is a mental game. So if you expect it to feel good all the time, you've already lost. You've got to learn how to keep going even when it sucks, even when you feel like nothing is working. You've got to stop chasing that constant happy feeling and start chasing progress instead. That's what I mean when I say discipline over dopamine. Discipline is what gets you paid. Now, unfortunately, we're not allowed to share everything on YouTube, which is why I've recorded a free video to show you how I made over $1,000 a day in profit from my laptop. And right now, we're also offering a few free consultation calls with me or my team to help you come up with a game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less using the PTP method. Now, I highly suggest you click the link in the description below when you're done watching this video. But be quick, because spots fill up extremely fast and soon we'll be forced to take the video down. Now, here's where most people go wrong. They think success comes from finding some cool shortcut or clever little trick. But that's not how $10,000 per month happens. It happens by doing the boring basics over and over again. You need to post content every day, especially if you're just getting started, even if you feel like no one is watching. You need to reach out to new people every day who could be interested in what you have to sell, even if most of them ignore you. You need to study and learn every day, even when you're tired. You need to sell every day, even if it makes you feel nervous. The people who make real money, they're not smarter than you. They're not luckier than you. They're just doing the same few things every single day without stopping, day in, day out. While everyone else is jumping around, trying new things and quitting when it gets boring, these people are stacking small wins that eventually turn into big wins. It's not exciting, but it works. The secret is in the repetition. The people who win are not the ones who do something amazing once. They're the ones who do something simple 1,000 times until it finally pays off. And speaking of jumping around, let's talk about shiny object syndrome. This is one of the biggest dream killers out there. You start one thing, it gets hard, it feels slow, so you quit. Then you try something else, same story. It's hard, it's slow, you quit again. You keep starting over, and every time you switch to a new idea, your progress resets to 0. And that's why nothing is working for you. You never stick with anything long enough to see any kind of progress. So you've got to stop doing that. Honestly, if that's where you're at, I get it. I used to be in the same position. I'd never stick to anything. And I was wondering how come I wasn't successful. That's why. You want to pick one offer, pick one audience, one traffic source, and then stay focused on those 3 things until you make it work. Stick to it for 6 to 12 months at the bare minimum, even if it's boring, even if it feels like no one cares at first. Even when you see other people doing something else and making it look easier. So don't get distracted, stay locked in. Focus builds success. Distraction, on the other hand, destroys it. The more you focus, the faster you grow. But if you keep switching paths every week, you're just wasting your time and your money. Now let's talk about money, real money. If you want to get to $10,000 per month, you can't be out here selling $47 ebooks and $99 services. Look, it's just mathematics. You'd need to make $100,000 a month just to hit $10,000. That's exhausting. And most of those people won't even be serious buyers. That's why I say sell high ticket. Sell something worth $1,000 to $5,000. At those prices, you only need a few sales per month to hit your income goals. That means fewer clients, less stress, more profit, and more time to focus on delivering real value. Yes, it feels scary at first to ask for a big number, but once you do it once or twice, it becomes normal. You realize, wait, this is actually easier than trying to sell cheap stuff to broke people all day. High ticket offers attract serious buyers. You get better clients, better results, and better money. It's smarter and more sustainable. Don't be afraid of selling high ticket. It's how you stop being broke. That's what changed everything for me. I've never made as much money as when I switched to high ticket. Now, unfortunately, we're not allowed to share everything on YouTube, which is why I've recorded a free video to show you how I made over $1,000 a day in profit from my laptop. And right now, we're also offering a few free consultation calls with me or my team to help you come up with a game plan to reach financial freedom in 90 days or less using the PTP method. Now, I highly suggest you click the link in the description below when you're done watching this video. But be quick, because spots feed up extremely fast and soon we'll be forced to take the video down. If you want to take it even further, build a personal brand. I know it might sound scary, especially if you're not used to putting yourself out there, but building a personal brand is one of the smartest things you can do. When people trust you, they buy from you. When people see your face, hear your voice, and feel like they know you, they're way more likely to say yes. That means lower ad costs, easier sales, and even free leads coming straight to you. And the best part, you don't need to be famous. You don't need 1 million followers. You just need 100 people who know, like, and trust you. That's all it takes. You can build a 6-figure business with just a few thousand followers, but you have to be brave enough to post your thoughts, share your story, and show up even when no one's clapping, even when it feels awkward, even when you think, who's watching this? That's where it starts. And at first you'll feel like you suck because you probably will, but you show up every day until people start listening. Now, before you go and copy my exact steps, I want to tell you something even more important. Don't just copy what I do blindly. Copy how I think, because this game is mental. Everything starts in your mind. The reason I make money isn't just because I have the right strategies or I click on the right buttons. It's because I stick with things longer than most people and I understand how the method works. I keep going when other people quit. I stay patient when it feels like nothing is working. I focus on the same boring stuff while everyone else is jumping from one shiny thing to the next. That's the difference. The tactics matter, yes, but they won't work if your mind is weak. You have to build mental toughness. You have to stay focused, stay consistent, and stay patient, even when it's slow, even when it feels frustrating, even when you don't feel like it, and especially when you don't feel like it. That's when it matters the most. So if you really want to copy me, this is how. Don't just take my tips and think you'll magically change your life. Take my mindset, take my work ethic, take my discipline. Start doing the hard things, the things that are boring, the things that no one wants to do. Do them every day. Do them when no one is watching. Do them when it feels like they're not working, because that is what builds real success. That's how you get to $10,000 per month. Not by being lucky, not by being the most clever person in the world, but by being relentless, staying focused, staying consistent. Stay in the game and you will win. Now, if you're serious about becoming financially free this year, then click the link in the description below, because I've made a video where I'm explaining how I've made thousands of dollars per day in profit. And right now, you can also book a free strategy call with me or a member of my team, and together we'll show you how you can implement my method to reach your goals in 90 days or less. But be quick, because we have very limited spots and soon we'll take that video down. So click on the link in the description below, watch the quick video, book your free call, and with that said, I'll see you on the other side.